force today, I'll tell you what. It's nice and bright. Not a cloud in the sky today. It's out there. I came in yesterday, or last night after the live, and my mom helped me, and we got done, and then I went to bed and I crashed. I don't think I moved all night. I was that tired. So I'm it's so hard for people to understand that don't struggle with fibromyalgia, that you can literally go to bed and feel like you haven't slept at all. Like you're like, I slept for 8 hours, I should feel rested, and you don't. But I did sleep. I was tired. We had just done a lot, so I'm glad I got the rest. And good morning, Sandy Wandy. How are you? So we're off to church, and then after church we have a meeting. So we'll be doing that and having lunch. If you feed them, they'll come. That's the whole thing. Our pastor down in when we were at the First Presbyterian Church used to say, guess what? I'm glad you're doing super duper. I've been praying for you that you feel better. And he used to say, if you feed them, they will come. So we usually have something called the Chew once a month. Hi, Brazy Girl. And so we're going to have that and then go home and I'm going to really just relax the rest of the day. Get my crocheting fingers. I've got 2 really time-sensitive projects. Well, 3 actually. I've gotten the blanket done, the temperature blanket. That all has to be, I have to sit there and knot both sides of it. And then once I do that, then I can go ahead and get that shipped out. I'm doing pretty good. Even though I slept really good last night, I still feel tired. And that just never goes away. With fibromyalgia, it just never does. And so, and then I have the blanket I'm doing for our church and our pastor, and that has to be done by October. And then I'm doing something special for Christina's birthday, and that's September 19th, right around the corner. So my little hands are going to be busy, which is fine because that means I can just relax. And I have gotten into Who's the Boss. I really haven't watched that series kind of the whole way through, and I really enjoy when I'm crocheting to just find a series like that, or like another series that's really good is Heartland. I probably could start watching that all over again, and watching the series and getting involved with that. So I've been watching Who's the Boss, and watching that all over again, that again. I haven't seen that in years. And so that's the new one I'm on while I'm crocheting. So I've this blanket, the one that I'm doing for our pastor, I've had a little challenge with this one a little bit. The change in colors, I've had a little challenge going. Brain think. Maybe it's because I'm tired still. So I love my hair color that my aunt gave me. Oh, I just love it. It just brightens my face. So I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I thought about something last night, and this morning when I think it was Brazier Girl that said, Mary's easy to love. And I thought, what? We all are easy to love if we get to know each other. Sometimes we don't take the time to get to know somebody and realize that they can be easy to love, even with their little quirks. And everybody has them. I have them. They can be easy to love if we get to know who they are. Remember, it takes 200 hours to really form a friendship and a relationship and to get to know somebody really well. And so if we realize sometimes when we're getting to know somebody, maybe their personality is a little bit different, or their personality is something that we're not too familiar with, or it's a little bit, their personality is just different. And if we take the time to get to know them, we're going to find gems within everybody. We're going to find things about everybody that we can say, that's really cool. And sometimes in friendships and in relationships, the things that we find in other people are things that we lack of ourselves. And sometimes it helps to bring those things out. My husband, believe it or not, before we were married, was not a talker. This man can talk now after being married to me. And he said to me, I'm trying to come out of my shell a little bit more every day. And so I'm a very outgoing, I have never met a stranger. My mother will tell you, just like my dad. And so sometimes when we're in a relationship or friendship or whatever we are in, with those people, they sometimes can bring things out on us that we will lack a little bit. That we're sitting there going, I wish I was like that, or what have you. And so, it's something to just think about when you're thinking about, that kind of thing. And I thought about that. Everybody's easy to love. We just have to take the time to get to know them. And sometimes we don't. And we don't take that precious time and to get to know somebody. And we should. Because everybody is worth getting to know. Everybody is. I don't know if this will work. No, that won't work. Never mind. Whoops. I thought it would. It won't. I have to charge it. My husband found this contraption at, where was it? Good morning, Anthony. He found it at Menards, and it's a fan, and I keep forgetting to tell him I gotta charge it. Can I charge it by my phone or no?
Charge your fan?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Then he's got to explain how to charge this thing. Because I thought maybe I could charge it through the plug while we were going, but he'll charge it. I have to remember to do it because it doesn't work. It's dead. But it's a nice thing to have on hand, I'll tell you.
The battery?
Well, maybe, if you can figure out how to charge it later. He's got all these battery portable... Josh, they're turning.
Yes, ooh, Mary, I see that.
Ooh. I'm telling you what, these hills sometimes, ooh, it did look like he wasn't going to stop in time. And that's just me. That's a quirk. We all have. But you know what? We love it. We love each other. And we just take the time to get to know somebody, y'all. They're worth it. Everybody is worth getting to know, and everybody's worth to being loved, and everybody's worth taking the time to do it. And we'll find gems in everybody. Everybody's unique. If everybody was the same, this world would be awfully boring. And thank God there's only one of me and everybody else. Because, and it just...
I don't think the world can handle two of me.
I just get amazed when you really think of it, how many people are in this world, and yet everybody is different. Even twins are different. No one person is the same, ever. That's just, to me, amazing if we think of the amount of people that are in this world, and we think of our God who made all of them. Believe what you want to believe, but that's what I believe. And he made every single person different. And you think about it when you look at even just animals in itself. Everybody... She'd be my neighbor. I don't want to be cloned. But I'm just glad I get to be friends with you. It's a blessing to be friends, and I have so many friends. It's just such a blessing. But if we think about it for a second, even animals, I look at Mocha, for instance, and I'm going to start a Mocha watch this week too, just to tell people where we are from the 4,000, and then we got to get to 1,000 subscribers. But if we think about it for a second, even Mocha, even if we put her with another dog that looked on the outside identical to her, all of her markings and everything, I don't think we'd find it. Those two dogs would be so different. It's just each dog, no matter what, is different. They have different personalities. Not one is the same. Even just looking across at the giraffes and everything, you would think they're all the same. They've got all the little spots. No, they're just a little bit different. And it's okay to be different, because God made you to be exactly the way you're supposed to be. And you need to stay and say, I'm proud of being me. That's why that song is at the end for you guys. Everyone can be easy to love if we will take the time to get to know them. Some are harder than others. And some of us close ourselves down and we make it hard for people to get in there. And sometimes I'm so glad, Brazy. Sometimes we have to say, you know what? I'm going to open myself up, and that may get hurt. But you know what? I'm going to take that risk. When we think about and I'm not telling anybody to gamble, but just think about it. People go and they gamble, right? They're taking a risk. You're taking a risk.
Skydiving.
Just skydiving itself, and that's very true. Most of the time that parachute opens, but I'd be scared to death to jump out of a plane thinking, what if the parachute doesn't open? So we have got to sometimes open ourselves and say, okay, I'm going to do this thing called friendship. I'm going to open myself up to that. And I'm going to take the time for somebody to get to know me. And if you will do that, what will start to happen, and I think this is a topic we can talk about, is I think if you start to do that, what happens is something special. You're going to have those people in your life that are meant to be in your life that will take the time to get to know you, that are supposed to be there. The people that don't want to take the time of day with you, they ain't worth anything. They really aren't. They're not supposed to be. They're worth something, but they're not worth in your life if they're not going to take the moment to get to know who you are. And I've taken a long time, guys, and I still sometimes very much go back to those old tracks every once in a while, but I've really kind of stopped doing that. I've kind of gotten to the point in my life where I said, you know what? You don't like me? That's fine. I still can love you as a brother and sister in Christ. I can still love you as a friend. But as far as being a close friend and someone that I'm going to spend a lot of time investing in, no. If you want to take the time to get to know me, I'm right here. I'm an open book. All you have to do is just reach out and I'll be glad to do it. But I'm not going to push myself on somebody that is closed off. And so open yourself up, take the time, because I think you'll find out that people are going to come to you that are supposed to be in your life. And the other people are going to be out on the fringes. And I have those people. I have those people in my life. I have really close people, and I have the people that are out on the fringes. And all they want to have a closer relationship with me. I'm right here. I'm right here, and here you go. And you know what? I'm who God made me to be, and I have a purpose, and God has a plan, and we're going to church.
We're dropping you off at the door and driving
Yes. We're on our way to church. So I haven't had my coffee yet, but it's in my in our mugs on our merch store here. I take my coffee. I love that the way this looks on our mugs. I love it. It looks so classy. So I take my mug, and we got one in the merch store with the handle and one without. So on our way to church. And I do just a Sunday connection because it's about the only thing I do on Sunday. What I'll do this Saturday, because it's the 31st, is I'll go back with the quotes back, the ones that I've missed, and we'll do the Saturday reflection. I think I missed 2 or 3, and we'll do all of them at once, and then we'll start a fresh month. And next week will be Topic Thursday, and next week will be Topic Thursday and Devotion Tuesday. And I have an email out to Gail. She wants to come on and tell you all about Fall Fest a little bit. So we're all church. I'm going to say goodbye for today. You all have a wonderful day. Stay connected. We got you covered. And you know what? Y'all are easy to love. Just take the time to get to know somebody. It's magic what happens in connection, right? Have a great day. Hi, Debbie P. Watch it on the replay. I'm about ready to go over at church. Love y'all. Stay connected. And we got you covered. Bye-bye.